Welcome to Boat's Memory Method. My name is Sira Boats, and we are bringing you a mini-series on the quality of life of our family dementia caregiver. This is for the month of November, and I have with me Katie, and today we are going to touch on the concept of safety for both our family caregiver and our person living with dementia. Katie, would you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about the concept of safety and why that's so important?
Sure. So I'm Katie. I'm a student at the University of Florida, and I'm currently getting my doctorate in occupational therapy. And today I really want to talk about safety, not only for the caregiver, but also for the loved one living with dementia. I think we all have an idea of what safety means just as a word, but really there are some unique safety challenges that can present themselves to the person living with dementia and the loved ones that are caring for them.
Yes, that's so true, and I don't think that we realize the impact of that sense of safety on our stress levels, so that if we're consistently stressed either about our own safety in the situation or about our loved one not being safe, then that really chip away at our quality of life. So do you have some tips or some strategies that our family caregivers can learn to keep their person safe?
Yeah, absolutely. So some of the concerns with a loved one that is living with dementia is as they progress, they might have deficits in their short-term memory. And so that can lead to some safety concerns with things like cooking. Sometimes people might start a cooking task and then they finish it and they leave the oven or the stove on. And of course, that's a fire hazard. Or maybe they don't even get to the point where they're cooking a meal, they turn it on and then they lose the attention and go on to something else. So they actually have devices now that you can use. They have smart ovens and smart stoves that have timers in them that can sense when they haven't been used. There's also another product, I believe the brand name is Fire Avert, and it actually plugs into the outlet behind the stove, and then your stove plugs into this, and when smoke is detected, it shuts off power to the stove and the oven, so it can prevent any more heat or any more damage from being caused. Another common safety concern is wandering or eloping for loved ones. So if you have a loved one that's still driving, we highly recommend that you place a GPS tracker on the keychain to the vehicle or in the vehicle itself, so that if they ever leave and you don't know where they are, of course you can see and go help them, because they are at risk for getting lost. And also, even people who are not driving, sometimes they might wander or elope, and this is very concerning. So having a GPS tracker in their shoe, or even one of those little tile keychains that they make, or air tags, can actually be strung on their shoelaces to see where they're at. Even better would be a medical device bracelet. Those often have fall detection built in, so even if you're not physically with them and they're out somewhere and they trip and fall, then it will detect that. But a lot of them also have GPS, so if they consent to wearing that, then now they have a bracelet that can tell the whole family where they're at and also detect falls, which is great.
Yes, those are all very important tips. Obviously, the safety of a person living with dementia will deteriorate as they go through this journey. There are so many new developments in technology, such as sensors in the home, video cameras, alarm systems, and our smartphones and smart watches can be used in so many different ways to help us track our loved one and keep our loved one safe. So in a previous video, we touched on learn new technologies, look for new ways. We are advancing so fast with different ways and how we can keep our loved ones safe. Thank you, Katie, for all those wonderful tips. We would love for you to follow along as we have different videos on quality of life aspects. This month, for the month of November, we'll touch on your psychological well-being, safety like we talked about today, social self-expression, your physical well-being. We love for you to follow along, and also visit our website, boatsmemorymethod.com. That's BOTES. Sign up for our monthly free newsletter. Join our Caregiver Dementia Roundtable that's designed to support you. That occurs monthly. And please follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram. We are here for you. Thank you for joining us.